Hey everyone, Melissa Kirkpatrick here, coming back live on my personal first Facebook page to do another collaboration and a follow-up interview with one of my former clients, the amazing Erin Christen, who owns and founded Earthganics. And the purpose of these interviews is to allow you to really start understanding what I do for my business and being a business and life coach, but also to allow you the opportunity to explore ideas around maybe you're looking for additional support or you're needing something to change in your business and your life, and you just don't know who to call on or go to for those answers and solutions. That's what I'm here for. I'm the business and life coach that you've been seeking to allow you to scale your mind, money, and momentum with confidence and boldly step into that next version of yourself. So without further ado, I am going to introduce or have Erin introduce herself about who she is, what she does, and anything else she wants to share. So Erin, thank you so much for your time. I'm happy that you're here, and just tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I love doing these live Zooms with you. My name is Erin Christen. I'm the founder and owner of Earthganics. I founded it in 2016 after the need of healthy products. So I got very sick after having my children, and I needed, less ingredients, better ingredients in the everyday products I was using. And I thought I was smart enough to make it. So why not? My friends would probably be willing to buy it and use it. So it started with some deodorants and insect repellent, and then just grew into, oh gosh, I probably have, I don't know, 80 SKUs today. So it's been great. It's been wonderful. I hope some of you out there that are listening have used my products and know, it's just me and now a few employees. So if you want, I can expand on what's been going on in the past, year, really since the pandemic.
Well, let's catch the audience up a little bit, because I did post your interview video that we had created for my website. That's in a post below this if anyone wants to see where Erin was back when we first met. And then when you first started out, you had mentioned you did it from your home and you outgrew that. So that was about the time you and I had met. You were not sure what you wanted to do with your business. You were kind of torn. I know the deodorant was your staple product at the time, but we happened to have a conversation at Panera. And tell me a little bit about that experience when you and I met for that first conversation.
Yeah. If you have started a business, those first couple of years, they're so hard, the struggle, the emotions that come with it. And I think I was at a point where I wanted to quit my business every couple of weeks. It was so hard. And we ended up meeting. I didn't even know, I thought we were meeting to talk. And then it turned out that you were offering this service, this such beneficial emotional support, business support. And I was like, wow, I didn't know I needed this, but I took a leap of faith and I was like, I need to work with Melissa. And ever since then, I'm emotionally stable. I've been following the right path. I know how to make better decisions. I think of the bigger picture. You have opened my mind up to what's really best. What am I looking for? What are the best decisions for the business, for myself? So it's been a great journey.
Yes. Oh, it has been. And I was so honored when you were willing to say yes for yourself and invest. And was it the Mastermind group that you became a part of first? Is that what we worked together on first before we did the one-on-one?
Yeah. I remember being in that group, I think with Debbie and a few other people. I think there were 6 of us in there.
Yes. Yeah. And the exciting thing is I actually am opening that back up. I have those mastermind groups starting on June the 7th. So if anyone's interested in learning more about that, I'd be happy to share with you about what Erin's leap of faith and trust in herself to invest in herself started with this mastermind collaborative, so that she could get the stability, the understanding, the framework, so she could start building her lighthouse into the bedrock, as I like to say now with my new branding of Melissa Kirkpatrick Business Coach. Also, I know from that, when you stepped out of the mastermind, I think we went 6 or 8 weeks. When you stepped out of that, you said yes to yourself for the one-on-one support. So what was it about the one-on-one support? So we laid your framework, we've got, you got yourself set up. What was it that led you into saying, I need this coach one-on-one?
It was just, I was getting to a point where I needed to get the catalog done. I had such big priorities. and having somebody to make me accountable was really beneficial. So staying on target, really drawing out what I need to do every day, because I don't always do that. So I was having kind of a secretary to help me, better organize my life and my work balance. So yeah, that was all great. That one-on-one was really, really good.
Yeah, the accountability, I think, is what so oftentimes gets overlooked. Like, we don't want to be held accountable, but really we do want to be held accountable. We know that if someone is tracking us, someone is watching us, you get to verbalize what feels uncomfortable, what feels good, and then just have that support. And we text and we email and we come together once a week. And so when we fast forward now to we had just met, and you had just got the location there in Milford to start moving things out of your home into this physical location. Now that was probably, I don't know if it's been a year ago at least. Yeah, because you were going to do the GoFundMe. Now let's pull back the curtains and say what things have changed and where are you now in your business?
Yeah, it's been crazy. In a year, it's grown so much. So like you said, in March, I was at home by myself, and now I have my manufacturing site here in Milford. I have a storefront at Findlay Market, and I have 6 employees. So it's crazy, the change. It's all good change. It's all still new to me. I'm still trying to move with all the new upcomings and all the changes they have to deal with, and keep a level head and think about everybody's position. So yeah, it's been a lot, but it's been so great, and I can't believe it.
You have to pinch yourself, right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it gonna stop? Is it gonna stop? I don't think it's gonna stop.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to upper limit. There's no glass ceilings. The sky's the limit. And I know one of the things that we worked on was you could see yourself, you're a mom first, and wife and family is your number one priority. But these products and the service that you're providing has just been a way for you to grow your to take care of your own health and wellness needs. But then as you started seeing the market grow and people were aligning with a more holistic, organic approach, and you had the answer to those solutions and solution to the problem, it was interesting for me to watch you, because the thing was, we all go into business wanting to make a lot of money, right? We want to be wealthy, and that's why we do it. And I know on even my own personal journey, we'd set these benchmarks like, well, if I could make 6 figures, that would be great. And that was one of the benchmarks we set for you. And tell me a little bit about how you reached over 6 figures in your business, but also manage your family and your lifestyle.
Yeah, so I decided that was going to be my goal. I think as soon as I moved in here, I kind of jokingly was like, oh, I'm going to get to 6 figures this year. And then it just kept going. I was like, oh my God, I can actually do this. And I think I was, at the end of December, I hit that goal, and it was pretty cool. It felt great. Now, the balance between work life. I was like, what'd you ask me? Yeah, that's been a tough one. I am luckily both my kids are in school. And they have been this year 4 days a week. So I do what I can. I take them to school and I get them ready. I pick them up if I absolutely can. So I do my best to always be there and then cram work in between. And if I have to go out after the kids are asleep, or even sometimes I'm down here in the morning at 5 a.m. getting something done, go back home at 7 to do breakfast and get them ready. So I think it's important that I'm there for them as much as I can. So I'm pushing myself a lot, but I'm giving myself permission to push them if it takes a toll from me. So I try not to beat myself up. Occasionally there are days where I cry, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's the thing we don't understand initially when we go into being entrepreneurs. We don't recognize how much time, effort, and energy it's not only taking for us personally, but when we have other people depending on us, whether, it's your spouse, significant others, your families, your friends, everyone's trying to understand, why is she working so hard? Why is she doing what she's doing? And it's not just I'm out there making the money and hitting the targets. I'm in service to other people. Your heart is there. Your why is there. and to be able to keep moving forward. Your sons are, receiving, just like my sons did when I decided to go back to school at 30 to be a teacher. We feel as parents, as the mother, like we're taking away this precious time. But as I told you before we got on the call, fast forward, and my boys appreciated and see and recognize, and they didn't feel like what we felt, what we take on as, oh my gosh, I'm neglecting my family. I'm never, but it's all good. And entrepreneurship, I talk about, it's an overnight success, 5 years in the making or 10 years in the making. And it's aligning with what feels good to you and what you can do in that moment. And so taking care of family is priority, but also taking care of yourself. And I want to know, what is it that you find that you do? Because you started this company because of health issues. You had personal issues. So what does it look like now? How are you taking care of yourself? Or as an entrepreneur, do you find that's even a struggle?
Yeah, so this year I really dedicated some priority to my health. I really wanted to get to the underlying causes of some of my most recent diagnosis, and doing it holistically. So I kind of took a break from doctors. We saved up some money. So I see a nurse practitioner, and I'm getting foot detoxes on a weekly basis. I'm taking some like binding agents to try and get the metal out of my brain, my body. So I'm trying to flush, trying to cleanse. Me and my husband are also doing Hello Fresh. I don't know if you're a fan of that, but that has relieved so many conversations on a daily basis of what are we going to eat tonight? What are we going to make? Who's going to go get it? So we really, we're spending the money. We're having somebody deliver basically our meal, and we cook it together. So that is another time that I enjoy to have with him, and we make a meal together, and it's great. So I think that's kind of about it. I mean, I'm spending time with friends when I can. This spring, summer has really boggled me down, so I haven't seen too many people lately, but I know it's only going to last for a little bit, and then I'll be free to party.
Yes, yeah. And you're already hiring employees, and you're already, crushing it at Finley. And I love that you had the opportunity to drop in when me and another friend of ours, we were meeting, and you dropped in. That was yesterday or the day before. Was that day before? Yeah, it was just so perfect on how you're going just intuitively, right? You're leading by intuition now. You're knowing where to show up, what to do, how to make yourself feel good, replenished. I want to know, is there going to be a possibility that you'll be selling the foot detox through your company that we can purchase online?
Oh, I wish, but no, this foot detox bath is a really high quality one. So it needs to be monitored. I don't even want to mess with that, but I do have bath salts. So I have some good detox bath salts.
Okay, good. So when I look at your journey, if you knew then what you know now, or what was like a big aha on your journey that you could share with others?
I think I always come back to that time when we had our one-on-one, and we were talking about how many containers I had in stock, and I was making these batches every week, and I was draining myself, and I was so boggled down with work of doing the same thing. And you're like, well, why aren't you filling all of it at once? I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. So now we have, inventory stock, we are fulfilling all these containers that I buy at once. So upping production and easing that daily making stress has really helped. I don't know why that was such an aha moment that I didn't even see. I needed your perspective to say, look at this. And now I use that going forward. I'm like, okay, we make little jars of these mixes on this scale. Well, now, I'm making a liter at a time. So it's transformed into almost every aspect of the business. I'm like, okay, think bigger. How can we do bigger? How can we do better? So that was huge. That whole moment was huge.
I love that.
It was going from, just such a little person to this big, like, oh, I'm bigger than this now. I have to be bigger than this. So it was great.
And what's interesting, you always were bigger than this. You were limiting that belief, right? You were, what the perspective that I had was, well, I don't want to make all of that inventory, because what if I don't sell it?
Right.
versus what if I create all this inventory and I find places to sell it? And that's where Finley came in. That's where you now have a catalog. You have the website. You're also sending out to other locations. Is that right? For your bug spray?
Yeah, so we have, I think 14 local retail locations that carry my line. And then in November, I went to a whole trade show and got another 15 accounts nationwide. So I know we're in an aquarium in California. I'm in 13 hotels in Florida. So I can't only wait to see what the rest of this year brings.
Wow. That's amazing. Amazing growth in 1 year, working with a coach, prior to that, being able to get the clarity, the confidence, being able to, like you said, think bigger, think beyond your current circumstances and situation. I mean, that's what it is. And then that accountability, having someone to help track it, not just your friends and family, and you're alone. So being able to really get that clarity is huge. But I mean, your growth has been amazing. I already can tell your background. Since the last time I was there, it has probably tripled in size. I know you talked about moving into another suite there, or adding on because of the growth. And that's what I want everyone to understand, that it is about taking action. You can wish all you want. You can create those vision boards. You can have a desire, but it's that action, that first action forward. It can be a baby step. It can feel wobbly. You can be scared, but that's really where I'm supporting others on their journey. And whether we work together or not, it's about just helping others understand you came here to play a big game. Life is about success. Press play so that you can be engaged through your business, through your family, your relationships, your health, wellness, all of those journeys and experiences that you want to have for your life. And it can change in any given moment when you say yes to yourself and invest in yourself. And if anything, Erin has proven that even the smallest investments will have those big payoffs, right? The dividends are there. And your catalog was a struggle. I know it was like birthing a child. It was all of those things. And then you created the most amazing, like the look and feel of your products, aligning exactly with what you wanted. Right?
Yeah. That was like birthing a baby. It was painfully long. And when it was done, you just cried, and it's the most beautiful thing that I've seen.
Yes. Yeah. And I love supporting you and being on this journey with you, and just, watching the evolution of the company itself. When you said you're, nationwide now in California, like that's where it all just started, with you needing to fill a problem you had. And now you're in service to such a much bigger audience. Erin, I really appreciate your time. It's always fun to talk and laugh and connect with you. It just gives me cold chills just to think about where you were and where you are now. And I know you're going to continue to grow. I think we mentioned the other day, you're already going to surpass what last year's revenue was. You're on target to.
So fast. Yeah. I wouldn't be there right now, but.
Yeah. And you're looking for, good, someone that wants to be a part of this mission and this journey, and you're hiring again. I know you just posted something about looking for people to work. So if you want to give us, where can we find you? Where can we contact you? Give us your shout outs for your location.
Yeah. So everybody can always email me at Erin, ERIN, at Earthganics, and that's EARTHGANICS.com. That is my personal email. Also connect through the website there if you didn't catch that. But, I'm always very available. So if people need to ask a simple question, I always love when people give me testimonials. I get phone calls all the time. People get my business card from Finley, and I get the sweetest voicemails. And it just, I save them all. I let everybody here at the office read it. Like, you guys are making a difference, along with not only me, but these people that are helping me create this stuff need to hear that too. So I love hearing that. It's so crazy what I'm doing these days, being an accountant 6 years ago. So it's so fulfilling. It is.
Yes. And you're also in Jungle Gyms in the Eastgate area, right? Do you still have your display there?
Okay. Yes. So you can find the bug spray right by the porta potties, the famous porta potties in the entrance. And then I have a whole end cap over by the checkout in the natural selection at Jungle Gyms. There's also places like Susan's Natural World, Harvest Market. But I have the online store. I have a few things on Amazon. And then Finley probably has the most of everything. Sometimes I can't always put things on the website because I can't even keep them in stock long enough. So
Oh, wow.
at Finley Market, they are always up to date with the coolest, newest things.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, we went down there last summer. It's just a beautiful location and your displays and everything. And sunscreen's another big thing that you have as well on the line. So if people are looking for a natural sunscreen, that's another great thing to look as well. Well, Erin, again, as I said, it's always a pleasure. I enjoy spending time with you. I'm so happy that I was asked to be a part of your journey by accident, because you didn't even know that what I did, or we'd been hanging out but we didn't know, and just watching you grow and grow. And I know it's going to be one of those stories again. I knew her when, and just keep shining your light and letting the world just have all those special talents and gifts that you have in making these products. And it's all about just showing up and taking action, right?
Yeah. And I want to thank you for everything that you've given me and the mindset that you have provided for me. And I hope that everybody who hires you to be the coaching has gotten that as well, because it's been a gift. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And that was my thing. I had to work on my mindset, my motivation, my conscious language, all of those things that were keeping me stuck installed, even though it didn't appear as I'm always being stuck installed. But we all have those challenges, those obstacles. And when we can flip that script and really get into alignment with, I want to feel better, I want to create more, then that's when the magic happens. And being supported by a coach, you can never go wrong with that, because we all need to be supported and mentored and coached along the way. So that's all we have for this afternoon. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, we'll drop the links to Erin's website and her email so that you can reach out to her with any questions about those products. As always, I love, love, love being in service, helping other people to grow their business and their life. And if you want to reach out to me, just private message me or go over to my website at melissakirkpatrickbusinesscoach.com. Look forward to seeing you all. Bye for now.